So in the previous program, we created a base class. The base class contained a show function. Then we created two derived classes, derived 1 and derived 2. Both of these classes had overridden this show function. Okay, and in the main we created a base class pointer. This base class pointer was assigned the address of the object of derived classes, and when we use this base class pointer to execute a function, execute this show function, then instead of executing the derived class show function, it always executed the base class show function. This happened because we are using compile time binding or early binding here. We are not using a runtime binding. In compile time binding, you might remember that the compiler decides which function to execute based on the type of the pointer, not on the contents of the pointer. Here BP is a base class pointer. So the type of BP is base. Therefore it is executing the base class function. It is always bound to the base class function. It does not look at the contents. What are the contents of the pointer? Here the contents are OB1 and here the contents are OB2. So if it were looking at the contents, then it would execute the proper show function. But how to make it to look at the contents instead of the type? It can be done through late binding. Late binding is also known as runtime binding. Okay, so runtime binding is achieved using the virtual functions. So the function in the base class is made virtual. How to make the function in the base class virtual? By using the keyword virtual. So here I write virtual. So I have made this base class show function virtual. It means when the pointer is used to execute this show function, which version of this show function will be executed, it will always be decided at runtime. It will not be decided at compile time. So when you compile this program, the compiler sees that this is a virtual function. So it will not do any compile time binding. Okay, so it will leave the decision of binding this function call to function body until the program is actually run. So when you actually run the program, then the decision is made on the basis of the type, on the basis of the contents of the pointer rather than the type of the pointer. Okay, so here I have made it virtual. Okay, so no compile time binding is taking place, and when you run this program, then BP here it is pointing to OB1. OB1 is of type derived 1. Okay, so pointer will have the contents of type derived 1. So when you execute this show function at runtime, it will be bound to this definition which is there in derived 1, because now we are looking at the contents of the pointer. Okay, so it will print derived 1. Similarly, in the next statement, BP contains the address of OB2. The type of OB2 is derived 2. Okay, so here again we will look at the contents rather than the type of the pointer. Okay, so this function called show, it will be bound to this show function which is there in derived 2. So it will print derived 2. In order to confirm, let us run this program. So the first function call BP arrow operator show, it is executing the show function in the derived 1 class and it is printing derived 1. Similarly, the second function called BP arrow operator show, it is executing the show function in derived 2 and it is giving us the output derived 2. Okay, so it means that we can achieve runtime binding through virtual functions.